7 News live at 10.
They were gunslinging, tobacco-spitting, cattle-rustling ladies who ruled New Mexico before we became a state.
A local author has written down all the wild tales of these women who were just as tough as Billy the Kid. Action 7 News anchor Royal Day has more on the wicked women of New Mexico.
These women were wild, known to wrestle a cow and punch a cowboy.
Some of them were killers, some of them were gamblers and prostitutes, but you know, they all had one thing, and it was survival.
Donna Blake Burchell is the author of Wicked Women of New Mexico. She says these ladies were loving criminals.
We hear about Billy the Kid, and we hear about John Wesley Hardin and Clay Allison and that kind of thing, but we don't hear about the women that were, you know, doing a little bit of naughty things on the side, but, you know, they did help.
Sadie Orchard lived in Hillsboro, New Mexico. She was a town renegade who had compassion for the sick. When influenza and smallpox hit, she put aside her vixen ways and helped out.
If the children should happen to pass away, it tore her up pretty good, and she would line their caskets with her silks from her dresses.
And there was Beulah Morose, a Texas transplant who kicked up some dust in the Carlsbad area.
She was kind of had a temper and got bored easily and shot up the town and, you know, ended up in jail quite a bit.
And she was known for her volatile relationships.
She worked in one of the brothels and she met a cattleman and they got married in one of the saloons.
Some of these women didn't always use grit and muscle to get what they wanted. Bronco Sue knew how to get out of trouble.
She was a cattle rustler and she was a jewel thief. But she got off with the petticoat kind of defense, kind of a bat of the eye and a sway of the hips, and none of the juries, of course, were all men, and they wouldn't convict her.
Burchell says your best defense was tapping into your strengths. During this time, New Mexico was fairly barren. Consider the Wild West.
New Mexico was so isolated. We had nothing but open spaces, and you could be anybody you wanted to be.
That meant outlaws flocked here to start again. The women who followed had to toughen up and be savvy to live.
You couldn't just rely on a man or rely on someone else. You had to rely on yourself.
Wicked Women of New Mexico came out in March. Burchell says it's already in back order with a publisher. That tells her New Mexico women of today are ready to hear about their predecessors who paved the way for women's independence, even if their actions were a bit scandalous. Royal Day, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Burchell has been doing the research for her book over the past decade, although she wrote it in about 9 months. You could read more about these wicked women and others by going to KOAT.com. New at 10, the Bernalillo County Jail says an inmate escaped by hiding in a laundry basket.